Friends, today in this video, we will discuss how to get the primary key of a table in SQL Server. So as part of this video tutorial, we will discuss four easy approaches or four easy ways to do this. The first approach is we can use information underscore schema dot table underscore constants. You can query this view to get the primary key details. And the second approach is we can also execute a stored procedure named as sp underscore p keys to retrieve the primary key details. And the third approach is we can use the SQL Server Management Studio design approach to get the primary key details. Now the fourth approach is we can use the system catalog views. We can query the system catalog views to get the primary key details. Now we will retrieve the primary key details of the order table. I have a table called order. There we will see how to get the details of this particular order table, right? Where order ID is the primary key. Okay. Now what I'll do, let me just navigate to SQL Server Management Studio. And here you can able to see I have already opened here SQL Server Management Studio. And here I have few databases. Okay. So one of the database is test. If I'll expand that and tables, if I'll expand, you can able to see I have a table called order. Okay. Here I have uh, few columns on this and we will try to retrieve the primary key details. Okay. Now the first approach is we will use information under schema, right? So for that, what I've done is I've already written a query for that. I'll just execute here because if I'll start writing the query, it will take more time and the video will become more long, right? So which is not good. So what I've done is I've written all these queries here in my notepad. And if you want these queries and all, I have already written a same article in my website where I will put the website link in my video description. You can just copy that, these queries from that article itself. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll just execute this first query. I will just copy and paste it here. I'll try make you understand here. So what we are doing here is we are telling select c dot table underscore name as table name and then column name as primary key column. Okay. And then we are trying to query from information underscore schema dot table underscore constants as t inner chain with information underscore schema dot key underscore column underscore usage as C. Okay. And on T dot constant type as primary key. And then the constant name from this, right? So what we are trying here is we are telling the constant underscore name from this equal to the constant underscore name on this view, right? So now what we are telling here is with AND condition, we are telling table underscore name as order and then order by c dot table underscore name comma c dot ordinal underscore position, right? So let me just execute this query. We will get the better clarity, right? What we are getting here, we will see that. I have executed the query. You can able to see table name is order and the primary key column is order ID. Okay. So we got the expected output. Now, what you can do, we will move to the second approach. As I told you, we will execute the store procedure for that. So I have already written that query as well. So it is just one line. Exec means execute sp underscore p keys and then the table name, right? So what we are trying to tell here is execute this particular store procedure name sp underscore p keys within inverted the table name. Our table name is order, right? Let me just execute it so that we will get a clarity. So you can able to see column name is order ID, table name is order, and you can able to see pk underscore order comes, right? If you'll see here, order table has many columns. We are getting only the column name which is primary key, right? So in this case it is order ID. That's why we got that one as column underscore name as order ID. This is the primary key, right, of this order table. So this is the second approach, guys. And the third approach is what you can do, as I showed you already, that you can also use this SQL Server Management Studio design approach. For that, what you need to do, you need to just expand the database name and then expand the table node. You can able to see this table node, just expand it. The moment you will do that, you will find the specific tables. Right? In our case, it is order. I'll again expand that specific table and then columns also you can expand and you can able to see order ID as the primary key, right? You can able to see the key symbol on the left side. That means this is the primary key of this particular table, right? Hmm. So this is the third approach. Now the fourth approach is what you can do. You can use system views also, system catalog views to retrieve the primary key details. What I can do, I'll just copy this query again. I will try executing this. What I'll do, I will just put it here. So what we are trying to tell is select table name equal to t dot name and column name equal to s dot name, right? So from we are trying to query this sys dot indexes which we are defining as I inner join with sys dot index underscore columns ID we are defining as, and then on this I dot object underscore ID and equal to ID dot object underscore ID, which is nothing but the sys dot index underscore columns, right? And the same way I dot index underscore ID and then for this same index underscore ID for this as well equal to, right? So then we are joining this with inner join again with sys dot columns as on with the object ID of this sys dot index underscore column with this sys column, right? And then we are again using the column underscore ID for this one sys dot index column with the s1, right? When I'm telling s1 is so with ID dot index underscore ID is this one, right? And I is this one. So again, we are doing inner join with sys dot tables t on I dot object underscore ID for the system dot indexes equal to t dot object underscore ID is nothing but the sys tables, right? So here I dot each underscore primary underscore key equal to 1 and t dot name equal to the table name order, right? So let me just execute this so that you will get a better clarity on this, what you are getting here, right? So you can able to see we got the expected output. What it is telling is table name is order and the primary key column name is order ID, right? So this is the way you can retrieve the primary key details of a particular table in SQL Server. These are the four approaches you can utilize to do that. So that's it for today. I thought to quickly show you how to retrieve the primary key details of a particular table in SQL Server. And these are the approaches. These are the four ways, four simple ways to you can utilize to do that. As I told you, I have already written an article on this particular topic in my website. That article link I'm going to put it in the video description. If you want these commands and all, you can go to that article and copy those commands and utilize it based on your uh, requirement, right? Just you need to do is you need to just change the table name. That's it, right? So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you found this video little helpful for you, kindly subscribe to our channel so that you will get lots of SQL Server tips. Thanks a lot and have a nice day. Bye bye.